This question is a Cambridge IGCSE Additional Mathematics question. Students find this question challenging because they don't understand the basic rules of indices. So by the end of this video, you will not only understand the rules, you will also learn how to apply them in solving mathematical questions. So let's master the solutions to this question. Express 5 the square root of q all raised to the power 3 divided by 625p raised to the power 12q all to the power 1 over 4, and in the form of 5 raised to the power a and p raised to the power b and q raised to the power c. Okay, first and foremost, let us split this in our understanding. So this numerator here can be written as 5 multiply the square root of q, okay, all to the power of 3. Now divided by 625 multiply p to the power of 12, then q, then everything raised to power 1 over 4. This is good. Now the first thing we need to do here is to remove this q, the square root here. The square root of q, according to the law of indices, can be expressed as q raised to power half. So take note of that. Now let's remove it and put that number there. So this becomes 5 multiply q to the power of half all to the power of 3. Now divided by 625 multiply p to the power of 12, then q all to the power of 1 over 4. Now in indices, if we have something like a to the power of x, then b to the power of y, all to the power of z, it means that this z will multiply all the power inside. So this becomes a xz, then b y z. Okay, so we're going to apply this law here. In what ground? The power outside will multiply each of the power inside the bracket. So the power here is 1, the power here is 1, and the power here is also 1. So now the power outside, which is this 3, will multiply this and this. So this will now have 5 to the power of 3 multiply q to the power of 3 over 2 divided by 1 over 4 will multiply each of these powers. So we now have 625 to the power of 1 over 4 multiply p to the power of 3, because 12 times 1 over 4 is 3, then multiply q to the power of 1 over 4. Now that same law that says q to the square root of q is equals to q 1 over 2. If I also have the fourth root of q, I can express it as q 1 over 4, or I can take it back. They are the same thing. This and this are the same. So I have it here. So I'm going to find the fourth root of this number. Okay. So I'm not going to do that here because I have to simplify this q and this q. Okay. So I will now have here 5 to the power of 3 multiply q to the power of 3 over 2 divided by the fourth root of 625. Actually means that number that will multiply itself 4 times to give us 625, and the number is 5. So the fourth root of this means 5. Then multiply p to the power of 3, then multiply q to the power of 1 over 4. So I can say I can remove this 5 to the power of 3 to be what? 5 times 5 times 5, and this will give us 125. So I can say 125 multiply q to the power of 3 over 2, then divided by 5 multiply p cube, then multiply q 1 over 4. Now I can decide to split them into their different fractions, I can say 125 divided by 5 times p. Okay, there's no p on the numerator here. I will decide 1 divided by p cube, then multiply q 3 over 2 divided by q 1 over 4. Okay, so I can simplify further. This divide this will give me 25, then times I will obey a law called the fractional index law in indices. So if I have a raised to the power 3 minus 3, this can be written as 1 over a to the power of 3. So this number, I can say it is p raised to the power negative 3. Multiply. Here I will apply the division law of indices because this is division. So I'm going to subtract the power. So here will give me q raised to the power 3 over 2 minus 1 over 4. So when I bring them back, I will have 25 can be written as 5 squared multiply p minus 3, then multiply q raised to the power. This times this is 12 minus 2 times 1 is 2 divided by 2 times 4 is 8. So this will give us 10 over 8, which can be written as 5 over 4 to the lowest term. So this is 5 over 4. Okay, so this can now be written together as 5 squared, then p raised to the power minus 3, then q to the power of 5 over 4. Then compare it to 5 raised to the power a from the question, p raised to the power b, and q raised to the power c. It means that my a is equals to 2, then my b is equals to minus 3, and my c is equals to 5 over 4. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, share, and like the video.